Namaste friends. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought like, oh, this is me, this is my body. But what if I've told you, this is just a very small part of the very large picture? The ancient yogic wisdom and even the modern perspective of energy tells us that this outermost layer of our body is just a very small part of that amazing and fascinating system that is working in the background. What if I've told you, you are operating with 3 bodies, not just one? Each one more powerful, more amazing, and more extraordinary than the last one. Behind this world of flesh and bones exists a fascinating world of 2 more layers called the subtle body and the causal body. Together, these 3 bodies hold outstanding potential that most of us don't even tap into throughout our entire life, and we just die as is. So let's explore these 3 bodies and try and understand how these 3 drive our life, our awareness, and our true potential. And towards the end, we'll try and figure out how understanding these 3 bodies and aligning them together can lead us to a state many call as super consciousness. Let's first talk about this physical body, the body that we can all see, made up of skin, flesh, bones, blood, organs. Most of us call this a complex machine. But here is the amazing part. This complex machine of ours is actually an amazing ecosystem that is constantly regenerating itself. Yes, friends, your body is regenerating itself every single second. Even while I'm speaking to you right now, my skin cells are changing, my bones are changing, my hair are changing, every single thing in my body is changing. Yes, you heard me right. Did you know our stomach lining changes every few days? Our skin, it changes itself every month. Even our bones, the whole skeleton changes every 10 years. So you are a totally new person every 10th year in your life. Our body is a dynamic, ever-changing miracle. But having said that, this is the most densest and the least subtle part of our being. Hidden underneath this physical body of ours is something very mysterious. Now let's talk about something that we cannot see with our eyes. Subtle body. The body that science is just starting to understand slowly. This is the realm of our energy, thoughts, emotions, prana, also called as chi, our chakras or the energy centers in our spine, and our mind and its pattern, and much, much more. The subtle body is like a software that is running the hardware of our physical body. Most of the yoga postures that we do are targeted towards our subtle body. We try and master our subtle body when we are doing or practicing a pose, even if it looks very physical in nature, but there is a science behind it that goes much more deeper that our eyes cannot see. Beyond the subtle body lies the most mysterious realm, the causal body. This is the body not made up of flesh, not the energy, not the thought. Even beyond that, we are talking about pure consciousness, the state that we all get into during the night. Have you ever noticed what exactly happens when we sleep? What exactly happens when we are in deep sleep? What is our body doing? What is our mind doing? Very interesting questions, right? And we'll try and explore that in some other video. When we talk about causal body, we are talking about pure consciousness. We are talking about deep sleep. We are talking about our karmic impressions. And we are talking about life's deeper purpose and our tendencies, also called as our sanskaras, that we develop, that we grow over time, not just in this life, maybe from the previous lives as well. Our causal body can be seen as a hard drive, the hard drive of our soul that stores every single bit of information from all the moments that we have spent in this life and maybe the previous one. It doesn't just stores memories from this lifetime. In fact, it stores all the evolutionary experiences that we have ever had. This is where the fundamental I am feeling exists. Not your name, not your identity, not even your emotions, but pure existence. When yogis and meditators are talking about reaching a state of infinite peace or reaching a state of void, this is exactly what they are touching on. They are touching on reaching to our causal body. They have made contact with the causal body that most of us fail to do in our entire life. We can't even see beyond this physical body, right? But here's the amazing thing. When these 3 bodies align properly, something extraordinary happens. Your physical body gets in an amazing health, your subtle body becomes more balanced, clear and powerful, and your causal body becomes more awakened and expansive. You start to experience life differently. Your intuition starts to become stronger. Your emotions are always in control. Your senses are in your control. And that's when you start driving your life your way, not the way your mind drives you or your senses drive you. And that's when you start to realize that you are not just this physical body. You are a multi-layered being of this amazing consciousness. So how do we do that? Well, to work on our physical body, we need to keep it healthy. We all know all the good things that we need to do to keep ourselves healthy. Exercise, practicing yoga postures, eating healthy, sleeping on time. Every single thing that you can think about that can keep you healthy, just do that. Secondly, to work on our subtle body, we need to practice breathing exercises, also called as pranayams. And finally, to work on our causal body, we need to engage in meditation. Meditate every single day. Meditation is the only key to get to the causal body. And friends, when we start to harmonize these three bodies together, when we learn how to do that every single day, then we start to enter into a state that ancient mystics and yogis called as Turiya, a state that many modern thinkers call as superconsciousness. This is the state when our physical body is calm, our subtle body is full of energy, and our causal body is awakened and expansive. And in this state, you're not reacting to life, you are creating life. Your awareness expands, your perspective sharpens, and your sense of self start to dissolve into this amazing consciousness, something much bigger and larger than just this body, something that we cannot see, but we can only experience when we reach to that state. The three layers of intelligence, all designed to help us realize our true potential, realize our true self, and help us evolve into higher state of being. And when we learn to activate all of them, we start to enter into the realms of superconsciousness. And this is the potential that we all are born with. Every single human being is born with this potential. We just need to realize our true self. So next time you see yourself in the mirror, don't just think that this is just the physical body that you've got. You've got three bodies. And if we can learn to harmonize these three together, then the magic starts to happen. And remember, you are way more powerful than you think. Much more. Namaste.